So, why does this street just stop here? That's weird. Whoops. Well, hi everybody. I didn't see you there. I'm OldZorro, and welcome to another episode of a tutorial adventure. We're here in actually, this is my base. This is my personal Minecraft village or world, and I thought I'd use it because I'm right here on the edge of a jungle. And we've had some changes in the recent versions of Minecraft 14.1, which has got some changes specifically to the villager mechanics, iron golem mechanics, a couple of the things that affect one of the most important tools that we use in Minecraft, and that's the iron farm. Now that's not an iron farm behind me, that's a iron golem, but that's actually my my slime farm, which many of you will recognize. But that's not important now. What is important and what we're going to talk about is the iron farm and how the changes, the recent changes. And I have had word from my village, the villagers that live in the little village next to my base, that there is a temple that I didn't know anything about back here in the jungle. This is interesting to me because I would like to find out about this temple. Supposedly, this has an ancient iron farm that could be useful to us today. So I'd like to find this temple and see if it's something that we can use. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go on over and I'll show you my old iron farm. Now I have just this, I'm not on a server, I'm not with a bunch of people, it's just me here. And I have got a very small iron farm that I was using. It actually doesn't work great. And with the updates in the new versions of Minecraft, it's actually gotten even worse. So I've put a hold on it, and this is it right over here. You notice on the edge of the village, I have got some trapdoors above some lava, and a zombie on top of a little pillar where he can then attract the iron golems. They see him, they come on over. When the trapdoors are open, they fall on into the lava, and I collect iron down here. And see, that's after I don't know, I guess about 4 days well, not even 4 days. It's probably more like a week of Minecraft days of collection of iron. That's not bad, you know. It's helpful. Hello, Mr. Zombie. These guys are so upset that it's an exclusive resort we have here, and they're just not allowed in. So they stand there watching everybody play volleyball and having a good time without them. I'm sorry, sir, but you know, we have standards around here. But anyways, and then the iron golems would come up, and I'd collect some iron that way. But even though it has some efficiency, um, villagers aren't really interested in the zombie. When they see him, they tend to stay away, which is a good thing. But it's not the most efficient method of gathering iron. So I want to take some advice or follow up on some of the rumors that I've been hearing from the villagers who are all asleep right now. So let's not wake them up. Yeah, we got a bunch of sleepy villagers. We have an iron golem here that's protecting everybody. But I'll tell you what, let's go on out and we'll take a look, head off into that jungle and see if we can find this iron farm, this old ancient iron farm that I've been hearing about. All right, thanks for your patience, everybody. I think I found it. We're looking for that ancient, I should say, the mysterious trading hall where I hear there's a cartographer that can help us out. And I think I found it, but there's only some kind of a sign that could tell me that this is the place. Let's go in and take a look. Oh, okay. There is a sign. This must be the place. Aha. So we have an open spot here for a trader, it looks like, that we're still waiting for. Aha. The loom. No cartography table. What do we have down here? Aha! Maps by CherryMomb. I've heard that this was the cartographer that we're looking for. CherryMomb, do I understand that you're the person that can help us to find the ancient iron temple hidden in the jungles of Zoroathea? Let's take a look and see what she has in her crafting table. One book and quill. Let's see what you got there. She handed us this book. Let's open up inside. The only thing on it are some coordinator. If I can't even pronounce it, I'm never going to find it. Coordinates. Minus 143 by 186. Where are we? There's nothing else in the book. Let's see where we are right now. We are at 60 by 288. Well, it's deep into the jungle, but fortunately I've got my supplies with me, as you just saw. So let's head on out. I think it's going to be this way. I'm not going to keep you waiting while I start to bash my way through the thick jungle, but I'll come back and get you after we're spending a couple days in the jungle there. Okay, be right back. Well, it appears that we've got some wood over here. I should say some stone. Where are that lights coming from? Oh my gosh. Yep. As I feared. Some kind of an entrance into a dark area, and everybody knows how much I hate dark areas. Well, I guess we have no choice if we're going to find this temple but to go back down inside. Let's see what we've got. It is man-made. There are creepies around here somewhere. Iron in the ground. Gold in the ground. Yeah. Probably heading in the right area. Oh, diamonds. I just know there's something that's going to eat my face. Spiders, snakes. I hate snakes. It looks like it just continues on down. What was that? A trap. Let's try to run this one. Made it. Emeralds. What's that? Some kind of temple idol of some kind? Let's go see what we've got. Oh. Lava. That was close. Well, I saw Indiana Jones. I know what happens when you pick up ancient temple heads. So I think I'm going to bypass this one, but it doesn't look like the temple goes anywhere. Yeah, and there's an observer behind it. If I grab that head, something's going to fall on top of me. Probably activate these. So let's go ahead and leave it alone and see what happens. It opened up the doorway. It opened up the path. Well, I think this is a good sign. Yeah, I see plants. I see life. I see a little bit of light. And I see some bricks. I think we may have found what we're looking for. It's raining. It's late. It's dark. Tell you what, before we continue on, let's go ahead and take a nap. Get into this place where it's a little bit safer. Let's throw down our sleeping bag. and just take a snooze for a couple hours until it gets to be morning. All right. Well, I think this is as good a place as any to make base camp, so we'll leave our sleeping bag here. Let's head on out and see what we found. Oh, I think we hit the jackpot. Sure enough, this place is huge. We found it. I think we found it. Let's climb up some vines and take a look. Wow, look at how run over this place is. It's completely covered over with trees and vines. But I think we found it. This looks like it could very easily be the place. What does it do? Huh. Beds and cots. It's like some kind of ancient smelting devices. I'm doing the best I can here. Come on. Well, some type of chambers. Let's climb up. See what we have up top. Another platform. Recent life possibly? A torch? A burning torch? Yeah. I'm feeling the beds. They're still warm. I think there's still life around here. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. In order to figure anything out, I think what we're going to have to do is clean this place up a little bit, get a better idea, do some exploring, see what we can find out, kind of evaluate how damaged this place up, how much work it would take to rebuild it, but I'm sure that this is the place. So give me a few minutes. Let me go ahead and clear this place up a little bit, get a better look around, and we'll see what we have. Alrighty. I'll be right back. All right, well, it looks like we've cleared out most of the moss and the trees that were grown up around and inside the temple. What I'd like to do now is kind of go through each part of the temple to show you what we've discovered its purposes for. We're going to start off right here on the bottom, which is what we see as the kill floor. Now, the kill floor is an area where they actually do the collection of the iron. And if you've worked with that in the past, you kind of know what this looks like. Let me go ahead and grab some iron. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and got an iron hopper. Let's go ahead and drop a couple of these hoppers down. So we've got 6 hoppers in a 2x3 collecting chamber. We also need to grab some blocks. Let me go ahead and grab a couple of blocks to throw in there. I am actually just going to go ahead and use the stone bricks. And I'm not going to try to make everything look pretty, but I'm just going to, at this point, make it functional. So I'll be replacing the broken bricks with clean bricks. All right, and here we go. One completed ancient iron temple farm thingy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've done here. Alrighty, so we have rebuilt the entire structure. We've replaced some of the bricks that have fallen apart. I left a little open spot here so that we can get into the initial chamber. And let's go in here and take a look at this chamber first. This is the heart of the Iron Temple. Now you'll notice that we have two stacks of beds inside here. Why do we have two stacks of beds? Well, prior to version 114.1, you could actually stack beds on top of each other. Yes, you could. And, well, of course, you can stack beds on top of each other, but villagers would be able to track to the beds that are covered up by another bed and actually sleep in them. So you could have, well, what you might call a bunk bed type of system. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more beds there because we want to fill in a couple more spots right here that we missed. And I'm going to put a brick there. I'm going to put a brick there. And let's go grab a bunk bed, if I can remember where the bunk beds are. Yeah, I have a hard time remembering where beds are. And actually, we don't have bunk beds. We have beds. OldZorro, come on. Alrighty, let's put a couple more beds back down, and remember that beds like to go in. We're going to do this with the heads facing toward the middle. That's very important. So in this chamber we have a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 16 beds in here. Now having beds in the middle is how we can a place for all of our villagers to sleep. And the villagers sleeping in here, we're going to have to put some fence up there just to keep everything consistent. But having a place where the villagers live and work and communicate is vitally important to creating Iron Golem. And that's the purpose of this farm. So we are going to go and find some villagers. We're going to fill up this space. The villagers will not have any professions, but seeing these smelters here, smelters are going to have a profession that will allow communication, the gossiping, the living that's required to generate iron golems. When we have basically we'll have a village in this area. Once there's a village here, the villagers will say, hey, this is great, we've got everything we need except for protection. Let's go ahead and create some iron golems. And the iron golem production will begin. We have two layers of collection chambers. Both of these collection areas that you'll notice are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you might be saying, hey, OldZorro, I know what you're going to do here. You're going to be putting some water in these chambers. And yes, we are. But what happens to water when you put water in these chambers? Well, the water is going to stop 1 block away from the edge, and that's no good. Once iron golems are created, and this area, and this area are the only places they're going to be able to be created because the rest of the areas are on non-spawnable, then the iron golems are going to stop right here. Well, that's why we're just going to go ahead and create one more spot, add water to one more row. That brings the water down to this area. Now iron golems are pretty big. They move around once they're created, so they're really never going to get caught in this last area. And we want to have a little bit larger of a spawning area for the iron golems to increase the number of golems that are created. So let's go ahead and do that on both sides. We are going to go ahead and put water 2 deep. On the top row, 2 deep on the bottom. remember when you drop water uh, every other block, it creates an infinite water source. And you notice it comes and stops conveniently right here at the edge here. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Both of these chambers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 9 deep. And in order to move the iron golems down this side, we are going to fill up here. And you know what? This spot we are going to do the same thing. So it comes right to the edge as well. Alrighty. So why are we doing the double layer like this? Well, that increases the amount of surfaces that an iron golem can form. With the more iron golems that we have, or spawn I should say, the more spawnable areas we have available for an iron golem, the easier it is for them to be able to be spawned, and thus the more iron golems we get, in theory. That's how it works. So that's why we have the two layers on either side, because this uses up as much of the spawnable areas around the village as we can. So down here at the bottom, we want to, those of you that have used farms before, know that we want to have a killing chamber, an area where the iron golems can meet their demise and then break down into usable iron forests. So really you only need 2 buckets of lava, and we're going to put the lava right there. What happens is the iron golems burn, break down, the pieces fall into the hoppers, into the collection system, and move on into our chest, which has a sign in it right now. All right, the next problem is being able to move villagers into this area. And I am going to, I know it might seem like a cop-out, but I'm going to leave that up to you. I am going to go ahead and use an egg because I can. And let's drop some villagers in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Each one of these villagers should now be able to find a bed. We got 2 that are awful chummy, so they decided to just sleep next to each other, which is just fine. The person who I got this design from, Weird William, is a great YouTuber. I'll leave a link to his page in the description below. Great description. Really does a fantastic job of describing exactly how this system works. I've modified it just for the fun of the ancient temple, but he'll go through a step-by-step explanation, instruction on how things work. But let's go ahead and wait till daytime to see exactly what this this village or this iron farm looks like. Be right back. All right, a couple of you sharp-eyed viewers have noticed that we had a spawn area there on the front. So I went ahead and put some half slab of wood along the top of the bricks here. That'll keep anything from being able to spawn on that area. Also going to break down some of the bushes around it. And the rest we're doing is pretty well. I also increased the size of the collection area for a full chest, and that'll collect, give you an opportunity to have more iron collected. All right, the villagers are communicating well. They're able to reach their workstations, and they all have room to sleep. So I think this will call an end to this episode. Alrighty, we have completed the collection area. We have a fully functioning, working ancient iron farm. I hope that you found this enjoyable. Again, I really appreciate the fact that you came by and stuck with me through this tutorial. If you like what you saw, please take a look at the link below to Weird William's site for a much better explanation and a step-by-step guide on how to create this awesome iron farm. This is OldZorro. I just want to thank you so very much for coming on by and being with me today. If you like this kind of an adventure tutorial, let me know and I'll make more. If it's too hard to follow, let me know that too. Any of your comments would greatly be appreciated. And I'm very, very happy to have you here. If you liked the episode, please go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And hit the notification bell if you want to be able to be notified as soon as new content comes out. I'll try to have a couple of videos out every week, and I'll be doing it on a regular time as soon as I figure out that there's enough interest and how I can schedule this into my time. But this is a lot of fun. I just want to thank everybody for coming on by. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.